Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is King Sam and this is Throne Room Live Sessions. I do live sessions every Sunday, where I go live with the entire community, and we are going to, first of all, I'm branding it a little bit so that we can do multiple things at once. So, for those of you that don't know me, hello, my name is King Sam. I make motion graphics and graphic design related content right here on YouTube. And if there's something that interests you, please consider like, sharing, and subscribe. And I have a very interesting live stream for you guys today, and we're going to be talking about a lot of things. And we're going to be talking about the big announcement by Adobe Max. There was another announcement, very important announcement by Rive, and it just changed the game entirely. And I'm going to be talking finally about the psychology behind good typography. So we're going to have an amazing time. This is going to be very, very interesting, and I hope and I pray that you guys will have to learn something for it. And if you do, please remember, consider subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. And if you want to connect with me, the easiest way to do that and the best way to do that is by joining my motion design community. The link is in the video description. It's called the After Effects Train Room. You can join it, connect, say hi to very important people and very creative people just like yourself, and it's going to be very crazy. So I'm going to jump right into the biggest creative news of the week, and I'm going to be giving you some stories that were released by Adobe itself, and the other stories that were released by other people doing some based on press releases from Adobe. So now, the first thing we're going to talk about today is Adobe Max 2025. And Adobe just announced some crazy tools that if I don't know if you guys have seen the news, or if you guys watched the release on Adobe, you can check it out on either their site, or you can go to their YouTube channel to watch some of it. So Adobe Max 2025, prompt motions and AI tools. So there are a lot of AI tools coming into Adobe in their 2025 program. The Adobe Max is a convention that they have every year where they show up upcoming AI tools and things that Adobe is actually invested in, and things that Adobe is actually going to bring into Photoshop in future releases. So in 12 to 24 months, Adobe is going to bring it out. So the first thing that Adobe revealed prompt to motion. So for my motion designers out here, this is going to impact you greatly. So they released prompt to motion, and it's a new AI feature for After Effects, and you can type in commands like make this logo bounce and with the elastic ease, or animate this in with smooth fading, and the AI prompt will actually do it for you. So it's very going to be crazy. AI is starting to scare me because it's coming after our work. You can just tell a logo to just bounce with elastic ease, and it just does it for you. And the AI automatically creates the keyframes, easing, and the motion curves. So you just have to tell AI, ease this thing in for me, and it eases in, or make this logo appear like this, and it appears for you, and it creates the easing, the curves, all those graph editor. It will handle everything for yourself. Now, it also teased AI sound sync, where voice or music reading auto drives animation timing. So for whatever you want to do, like maybe you're working on like the character animation into the character, if you can sound sync the voice, the music, or the voice, or whatever you're going to do into animation timing. So if you have seen all those videos that go like that, animates like based on the sound, maybe based on the kick of the drum, or based on like the voice, that is just going to arrange everything for you very securely, and it's going to be a crazy time. So normally the Adobe Max, as I said, the release date now is going to be around 12 to 24 months from now. So it's going to either come up in in the next year's version of After Effects, or in like 2 years version, or an update to the next year's version of After Effects. So like it's very crazy because AI is like evolving at like a crazy pace, and for a while I'm all for the use of AI. Actually, I feel like AI is a very good tool, but for a while I thought it was going to be dumb, but it's getting pretty very very good at replicating a lot of designers and this thing. And I know there are some people that are going to actually get scared about this, and they'll be telling themselves that okay, if AI can ease this and AI can this, what is the job? What's going to be the job of a motion designer by next year? If AI can just tell the AI, okay, make this logo fade in, or make this logo bounce, or make this logo do this, or make this logo do this, or make this logo do this. And what I'll tell you about that is, as designers, as creatives now, AI is not going anywhere. And if you are fighting it up till now, you are going to lose. It's a losing battle when you are going up against AI. So what you do as a creative is like you get the tools and you have to make those tools work for you. You don't just dismiss them or just say, "Kai, this thing is not for me," or this thing. So you have to get these tools to work for you, because like I said in a former video on my channel where I talked about like the future of AI in the creative space and stuff, you have to make the AI work for you, number one, and the final hurdle will be your creativity. So the AI tools now, you have to make the AI tools actually you know conform to your creativity. You have to use them the same way we use rotoscoping. Rotoscoping is AI. Before, people did frame by frame removal of things, but we use rotoscoping now to make our works easier and make it faster. That is the same way AI is going to revolutionize, and it's going to be the same thing for this Adobe what do you call it? Adobe Prompt to Motion. So the next time we're going to talk about is Rive, and Rive has added 3D layer support. So Rive is now allowing 3D objects, lighting, and depth layers in their browser-based animations. So you can now animate complex motion without installing like the very cumbersome software. So I've talked about Rive before, and I've always wanted to like look into Rive. And if there's something that you want me to look into more of, please, I want you to just drop a comment in my comment section, and I will look into it. The other one is okay. It is also aimed at product and web designers who want real-time interactive motion. I don't know if you guys have seen some of those websites that you have like when you're scrolling through the websites, when the person scrolls up, it's going through multiple parts of the product. So maybe you swipe up, it moves to the front of the bottle, swipe up again, it moves to the back of the bottle, you swipe left, it moves to here, you swipe here, it moves to here. So it's going to be really really crazy to see how Rive to see what people create with Rive, because Rive is easy to run. You need any crazy software like Cinema 4D or like Blender, all you just need to do, once you have Chrome, you can basically run Rive. And to see that they're adding full 3D support into Rive is going to be crazy. And from what I'm seeing, from what they say, it's going to be in real time. So it's not going to be like cracking or pausing or this thing. So, and since it's browser based, it's not going to take as much performance away from your system. So even lower end, I not say low budget, but lower end systems will be able to run Rive very very well. Now, designers will be able to learn motion storytelling for interactivity. English hard. And this thing, do you think like the websites, like I think I was talking to a friend of mine recently, and we were talking about websites, and I saw a particular website, and the website was like crazy. It had all these animations, and it had everything that. But at some point, I was like, is this animations? Are the animations that we are getting on websites now, are they too much? Because personally, I'm all for simplicity, but I have a friend of mine that does coding, and he was coding a website recently. And when you swipe, all the butterfly turns this way, you do again, it turns that way. Like, do we actually need that level of animations in just running a website, or maybe am I getting a little bit old school? Let me know what you think in the comment section, because actually it's a very very good talking point, and it's gonna be crazy to see what people come up with next. So third news story that happened this week was Calvary 2.5. So the material updates, they just dropped their material graph updates, and Calvary 2.5 just introduced a material graph system. I don't know how many of you use Calvary 2.5, but it's basically like the node-based shading and lighting in Cinema 4D and Blender. So it adds like textures for faster viewport animations. So instead of it rendering, putting in the textures after the fact, because I think Blender does that. They put in textures after render it in real life, so it render low fidelity. Then it's not add a lot of textures on it, so it's like stacking some things. But this one now it adds real time node based shading like this on like in Cinema 4D, and this thing, it's aimed at data driven motion for advanced visual experimentation. This is a whole bunch of big words. Basically it's just using the data that like it's given to let's say predict, or will I say accurately guess, because I think it's one of those two words like this that you actually so it happens, it runs faster and it's more accurate, and it runs in real time. So for those of us, or those of you that are using Calvary 2.5, is what an amazing time to be alive. Then for all those of us that are using Maxon's Red Giant, it has new looks and color too. So blah 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 blah. Maxon, this thing, makers of Cinema 4D and Red Giant, released an update to the Red Giant looks, and it includes real-time GPU color preview, AI color match, and new film emulations. Integrates with After Effects and Cinema 4D simultaneously. Red Giant software, amazing. I don't know if a lot of us this thing, because me personally, I use some of their software, some of their plugins for After Effects. I don't use a bunch of them, but I know a lot of people that use this Red Giant this thing. So for those people now, it's this thing. It includes real-time GPU color preview, AI color match, and new film emulations. So you guys are in for a treat with this new Red Giant plugin. And for color matching, it's basically like if you drop like two clips beside each other, you can actually sorry, two clips. When you drop like a 3D software, a 3D something, or any, like when you're trying to compose it actually, and sometimes you can see that maybe what you're compositing in is not going to be like the same skin color, the same texture, the same, it doesn't look like it belongs there. So before, we use a lot of curves, adjustment layers, or whatever I want to use to make it look like it. But with this one now, we have an AI that can actually take the, well, I say the brunt work, and actually make it faster and make it easier for you. So finally, one of the things I'm actually happy for, Figma and Rive partnership and the rumored integration. So this one is crazy, because me personally, I still taking Figma more seriously in recent time, and I always wanted to learn Rive. When I saw this news, I was like, damn, yes, because let me tell you one of the things about me. I don't like learning new softwares. The things that if I can integrate this software to this software, it will be so much easy. Recently, I started learning what software it is, Framer actually. Recently, I started learning Framer, and Framer is an amazing software. It's a very, 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 very good software. But the problem is that I had to start learning how to design on Framer from scratch. For those of you that don't know, Framer is a like website. It's like Figma. It's web based, and you can download the app also, but you use it to design, animate, and launch apps. Mostly for Figma, as you know that for Figma you have to design this on Figma. You can prototype it on Figma also, but you have to take it to give it to like a web dev for it to launch the app. But for Framer, you have to just you can create the app, add all the interactions you want to add, and launch it straight from Framer. So for us that are designers, motion designers, web designers, whatever you want to call yourself, is going to make it easy. So it's another no code tool that's going to make it easy for you to launch your own website without writing a single line of code. I have basically been trying to work on my website, my portfolio website, and my professional website, and one thing that was stopping me was the fact that I did not know how to code, number one, because I can design it very well for myself. I don't know how to code, number one, and I did not know how to use like Webflow, and I don't pay anybody to do it for me. So the me learning Framer was a very very good alternative. And if you guys want to drop a tutorial on Framer, you can let me know in my comment section. I'm not very good at Framer yet, but I'm learning. And like I said when I started this channel, and for those that are following me subsequently, I'm hearing we are learning this together. So anything I'm learning, I'm dropping it here so that I can actually be of help to somebody that actually wants to learn it. So you can use to create a portfolio website, and that's one of the biggest thing about it, because creating a good portfolio, having a good portfolio website is very 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 important for every motion designer. I cannot overstate overemphasize the point about you having a very very good portfolio website. It's one of the things that can get you jobs very very easily. So I have a segment I want to start doing called like Reddit. So when I take all this news, I just tell you where like the news is leading me to and what I've been thinking about after all this news I've seen. Like, first of all, AI is not going anywhere. For those of you that hate AI, for those of you that are fighting AI, it is not going anywhere. So you have to be conversant with the tools. You have to know how to use the tools. You have to know what kind of tools to use to make your work very very easy. I can tell you guys a story about how I got a job offer, not a job because I have not started it yet. I got a job offer, I think it was like about 4 weeks ago, and what they wanted me to do basically was like animating of like a children's book. So what they had was that they had the characters already, and but they needed a visual animation of the children's book. And I was like, okay, but the funding and everything was not there, and I just wanted to help. So what I just did was that I went to Google Gemini. Now, Google offers 1 month free trials, so I'll recommend you guys testing it out. Google VO is very 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 good. I will recommend it for every single person that's watching me. Google VO is very very good. So I went to Google Gemini. I started a free trial for 1 month for their VO video generation, their Google VO video generation tool. And what I just did was that since they already had the illustrations of their characters, I dropped the illustration into Google VO, and I told Google VO to like, okay, VO, help me turn this thing into an animation. And VO did that easily, and it did it well enough for me to give them. I'm like, hey, okay, this thing that I want to do that monetarily you cannot do, maybe you have problem with fonts. I was able to do it in less time. And I know some friends of mine, and I know some people actually use this as a source of income. So they pay for VO. I think in my country VO is about 25,000 naira a month. And when companies offer them jobs, they put the cost of the VO into the payment for the company. So let's say I want to do a video, and let's say my payment is going to be around, I'm going to use my native my country's currency, so just can relate it to yours. Let's say I want to do a video and the company wants to pay, and the company say, how much do I offer? So I'll take 25,000 naira for my video subscription for that month, or 2 months if I'm going to be working on it for 2 months. So 25,000 naira for my video subscription, and add it into their bill. So I have 2 months of Google VO, that is 50,000 naira. Then I'll now ask myself, okay, how much is my own time and me bringing everything finally together going to cost? So let's say it costs about 150, let's say to 200,000 naira. So at the end, what software do you use to record your screen during live streaming? Okay, I use OBS. but I'm on OBS today. Switched my phone. My OBS had a little bit of an issue, so uh, so where was I? I forgot where about. Okay, so I change. I add that course now into the cost of um my billing. So I said I add like 250 to 50 and 50 and 200k. So that I'll charge them 250k. So it's another way for designers to make very very fast cash in a very short amount of time. You get this animation, you use Google VO for it, and you charge the companies for it. Right now, it's very easy to do, and the AI tools are improving very very fast and at an alarming rate. You can use Google VO for one. You can use Huddersfield AI. If let me see, Huddersfield AI video. I think I can't remember, but it starts from H. I think if I find it, I'll put it in my video description. So you can use a lot of these things to generate like that, to generate images. Yes, Higgsfield. Thank you, Elizabeth. Higgsfield AI. So you can use stuff like that to generate videos for companies and charge them for it. It's very very simple to do. Let's say you want to do also faceless content, or you want to do content generated towards kids. It has made it very very easy to do that. For example, my mom writes storybooks and she sells the storybooks online, but I was thinking about like just getting one of her children's storybooks and just animating it, because they are already, I can use AI to virtually generate the pictures, and I can use AI to add voiceovers, and I can also use AI to generate the videos. So let's say it was not my mom, it was a client that I had. I can actually do this for the clients, and I can charge the clients upwards from let me just go into dollars. I can charge the client, let's say, depending on the video, I can charge 30, 40, 50, 60 dollars just for doing this thing. So this is a very very interesting way to make money as a creative. You have to understand, and that knowledge alone is what people are paying for. It's not as if the knowledge is there, but companies don't have time. Coca-Cola, I think it was last year, they did an ad of pure AI. The president of America, Donald Trump, throws people with AI every single day. And if you don't know how to do this, and if you are fighting it, and if you don't want to learn how to use these AI softwares, you are going to be left behind. And at the end of the day, you'll be complaining that AI stole your jobs, but AI is also giving you other job opportunities. And you have to understand all these things and all these simple facts. So learn AI as a creative. Use AI. There are plenty ways of making money using AI. There are a lot of ways of making money using AI. So I want you guys to just go back, settle down. It might not actually be all these ways I've said it that might be the way for you. You might find your own way in between. Because of the job I had, that I found this thing I'm telling you about okay, you can do this, use AI, generate this, and send it back to a company. There are other ways of using AI as a creative. It's not just one way. So I hope you guys actually enjoyed this segment. I actually want to be playing into this thing more, just talking to you guys about like the monetization part of it, not only just come up here and just be shouting into your ear, create a new composition 1920 by 1080. No, I want you guys to also know that okay, with the creative part of this, there's also a monetization part of it, and it's not until you get one kind of massive skill, just the fact that you have a creative mind alone, and you know how to use the skills, and you know how to use the software fairly decently, because I'll say decent is using the software decently is also very very important. So those two things, a creative mind and knowledge of the software, is what's going to help you actually stand out and make money in the creative space. It's not going to happen overnight, but it's a whole lot of practice. So I'll tell you guys to register for Google VO. 1 month free. Please and please, after that month, remember to cancel your subscription if you don't want to go with them, because they will take the money straight from your account, because you have to put your ATM or credit card information depending on where you are going to stay. So you have to this thing, you have to drop that information, and if you don't want to use it anymore, you can cancel your card at any time. Please cancel it before the month is done. Let me just give you that update, because they will minus that money before you actually think about it. So if there's any other way, any other thing you want me to talk about, any other way you have seen motion designers talk and make money apart from just the normal motion designing or the graphic designing or the UI UX or the web, this thing, you can just drop in the comment section. I'll be sure to get across to you. But this is just my personal thoughts about what I've been thinking about this week, so that that I'm going to share, that I've shared with you guys. So now I'm just going to talk about like designing for a bit, and I've seen a lot of designs this week, and there's a lot of things. There's a particular trend that I've been seeing, and that is when it comes to like typography. And oh Jesus, sorry, I just kicked my tripod. And that's when it comes to typography, and I have a video coming out about it on Wednesday, and you guys should stay tuned, because I want to make it a whole series, because I realize that a lot of designers, creators don't understand typography, and it's very, 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 very important for everybody to understand typography. Even if you're not a designer, even if you're not a creative, you're supposed to understand typography, because it's very, very important. If you're a business owner, especially, typography is very, 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 very it's very, very distinct. It's very, very important. So sorry, let me get my notes. Let me set up my notes. So like I said, I have a YouTube video coming out about it on Wednesday, but I'm just going to just go over some few things. So basically, what is typography? Typography is basically just arranging text in a particular way that actually sends a message. There's good typography and there's bad typography. Arranging text is not just putting text anywhere on the screen. There are rules for it. There are ways to do it. There are little nuances that you have to understand in typography. For example, let's take the word love. For example, there's a way you write love that is going to look that's what I'm good for. There's a way you're going to write the word love that is going to look romantic. There's a way you write the word love that is going to look dark and mysterious. The way you write love that is going to look like horror film. If you the way the font you use, first of all, is very, very important to whatever you are going to be doing. So you have things that I'm going to outline here, but I'm going to go into better detail in the video. So when you are talking about typography now, you're going to talk about your fonts. You're going to talk about your fonts hierarchy. So what is more important? We're going to talk about your color distinction. So which color, this color looks more enticing to the eye, this color drags people's attention more. We're going to talk about kerning. We're going to talk about line spacing. We're going to talk about arrangement. So the first video that is going to come out, I'm going to title it like Typography 101 or something like that, and it's going to be an ongoing series that all of us can actually learn from. So I'm going to take you into a long series about typography, so you can actually implement it in your videos and you don't get stuck whenever you're looking for a video, because there are some people that you see their work, they're using like 17 different fonts on top one design, or like 17 is a stretch, but 5, 6, no, there's a way you do typography. And as a designer, everything has a reason. There are typography fonts that you use for law firms that you don't use for this other people, and there are typography firms, there are typography what do you call it, there are fonts that you use for businesses, for tech brands, that you are not going to use for some other kind of brand. So please just keep up. The video is going to come out soon, and I hope you're going to enjoy the video. with me. In case at any point in time I'm talking, I have any question, please you can drop the question in my comment section, or I'm going, and like always, I always say that I will answer the questions from the community first. I have an After Effects community for those of you that are here, where I share my ideas, I review the community members' work, and we talk about stuff. For example, this typography conversation came up in the community, and I just had to see if I can make a video about it. So at any point in time, if you have any questions for me, please you can just drop it in the comment section. Maybe you like what I was saying about AI and you want me to recommend more things you can do with AI, just drop it in the comment section. I will really appreciate it. Sorry. So that's one thing. Then next thing we'll talk about is I'm going to talk about alignment. So when you get your typography, they have to master alignment. Okay, this design, will it be better if I align it to the right? Is it better if I align it to the left? Is it better align to the top, bottom, whatever? The alignment is another thing that is actually very important for whatever you want to do. And typography matters a lot. There's a way you can design something. There are two ways every designer can design things that to make it look off. Either you get the typography wrong, that means the typography doesn't match the vibe. And a lot of times when as designers we design based on vibe. Inspiration is very inspiration is personal. You can get inspiration from anywhere, but recreating somebody's work is very hard, because how your mind thinks, how this person is going to think about this particular design is going to be different from how you think about the design also. So I think that's why I'm going to stop for typography today, so I don't go into too much details, but I want you guys to just settle your mind. We have that coming. So next I'm going to talk about is some upcoming videos I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to be finishing my ABEG challenge, so I think I'm just going to do a whole long video. And the way I did the video that I uploaded this week on that I did everything. In case you guys did not see it, the video I did this week, I did everything from the storyboarding to the animation, every single thing in one video. The video is on my channel, the last video that was posted, and the ABEG challenge video, if I can't put everything into one, I will separate it into two. I've gone very far in it actually on my end, but I have not been able to record the video because I was writing my example and stuff. Secondly, I have more interviews coming up, so I want to be interviewing a lot of people that can actually help you people. For example, I have an interview that I'm trying to plan with someone that does motion design, but his own motion design is a little bit different from my own. He makes more like I don't know if you have seen videos online where there's a talking this and it's like it's a reel, but the reel is just like very over animated. Like you see like motivational reels, you see somebody climbing a hill, he moves to this place, he moves to this place. So I've been talking to him, and I want him to come on here and talk to me also about his like animation style, his animation philosophy, how he got started, and so he can actually show you guys that there's another aspect to this animation thing that is different from just logo animation and product animation like I have always like I've shown you, because that's where I excel at. So that's another upcoming video, and I'm seeing if I can talk to more of my friends that do graphic designers that are that are bigger in the space. I'm trying to talk to web designers. I want this platform to be a very creative one, so it's not always just going to be me coming to talk to you guys. I want to actually interview people, see people from different walks of life, different struggles of life, and tell you how they actually made it and how they actually broke out of the system and actually started making money from this design thing that we are doing. Because I know a lot of us, one of the things that we started doing graphic design or motion design or video editing for is because of the monetary value. Passion without value is going to die. Right? So passion without like monetary aspect is going to die. So I'm going to be inviting more people to talk to us about this kind of things. And if there's anybody actually that you want me to reach out to or you want me to bring on here to talk to you guys, please, I want you guys to let me know in my comment section so that I can actually start reaching out to people. So I have some people lined up already. It's just from finalization, and I will get back to you and I start posting it when actually me and them have finished finalizing. So for any of us that are watching, if you have any question actually right now, you can just put it in the comment section. I will answer it right now. Before I go forward, I actually like to know what's on your mind. If you are working on anything, if there's anything that you actually need help with, I actually want to be able to help you guys in that case or in that scenario. So please just drop it either in the community, or you drop it in the comment section, and I'll be sure to get to you on that. Now, I'm going to be starting off my community. What is what I'm looking for? I'm going to be starting up my community picks next week. So if you guys want to be featured, because I'll be going to show you some of your work. I can review it online also. I can show people your work. Let me know what you are doing. Let me know how you are doing it. So you can send it into the community, or you can reach out to me. My Gmail is in the video description. You can actually reach out to me based on anyone you want to work. And if you want to reach out to me for like collaborations and stuff, my Gmail is also in the video description. You can actually reach out to me personally, but the easiest way is just by joining the motion design community. Like I said, the link is in my video description, and I would like to hear from you. Now, I'm going to talk to you guys about the plugin that is actually going to help you a lot, because that's helped me a lot. And this I also to highlight the tool. It's called Decompose Text. Like for example, if you are working on a video and you have to type something actually, and you have to, your animation will call for you to break down the text into like individual characters, letters, or lines. Decompose Text is going to help you immensely. So I can actually recommend it. I'm planning to do a video of like the top plugins that I used, but I just came across this one recently, and it's very, very good. I used it a bunch when I was working on the ABEG challenge. Because I've studied the animation of the ABEG challenge already. I use it a bunch because there's sometimes I have to type 2 lines and I have to separate those 2 lines and animate the 2 lines individually. So the name of the plugin is Decompose Text, and it's actually going to help you. So I think if there is no question actually in the comment section, I think we can call it a day for today. Please let me know if you like this style of our live sessions now, where we talk about news in the creative space. I give you guys some tips and some tricks, and I review some of our work, and finally just hang out with ourselves. And if there's comments, I'll answer the comments. So if this new version, if this new style actually is going to be very, very helpful to you, let me know in my comment section. If you want me to add something to our Saturday our Sunday meetings, let me know in my comment section. And if you just like looking at my face, also let me know in my comment section. Please remember, this content is absolutely free on YouTube, and it's not easy for me to keep on pumping out videos every single time. So if you want to actually partner with me or help me, please, you can just reach out to me. My email is in my video description, so we can see how far we can actually take this. So I think everything is okay. Please tell your friends to like this content if it helps you. If you know that my content is going to help somebody that you know, please forward it to them, let them subscribe. I just checked today, we are almost at 3,000 subscribers. I'll be really, really grateful if you can visit our subscribers. Love you guys. If you guys can help me just get over the line, thank you so much in advance. By God's grace, by next week, 3,000 subscribers. And I will thank you guys. I will absolutely appreciate every one of you that helped me to get across this milestone. So from now on to my next video, I want you guys to remember, improve every day, grow constantly, and dream endlessly. Love you guys. Bye bye. Beep. I just want to close.